How did Netflix fumble the bag this hard? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has been becoming one of the most popular and loved anime series in recent history. Some may even say it's one of the most popular series of all time now. With a show this popular and a show this beloved, you would think that someone would be able to take good care of it, right? It was revealed that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 would be exclusively streamed onto Netflix. There were a lot of mixed reactions to this information, but a lot of them at first were mostly positive because it sort of was just like a big move for them. It was like, wow, Netflix just got JoJo? That's a pretty big deal. People thought this is pretty cool. Netflix is a streaming service used by a lot of people. Plus at the time it was pretty affordable compared to other streaming services that were offering JoJo. But then once JoJo was released, it was released in a batch. Netflix went on to release the first 12 episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6. On one hand, some people may say like, oh yeah, this is great. I can watch a bunch of episodes of JoJo all at once and don't have to wait like 12 weeks. But on the other hand, now you got people having to wait almost an entire year just to get another batch of episodes. This would go on to be one of Netflix's most notorious controversies and biggest failures. They had their hands on one of the greatest anime IPs and they fumbled the bag hard. And why this also is considered to be a poor handling of the series is because of the fact there is no more JoJo Fridays. And for those of you who don't know what JoJo Friday is, it basically means that every single Friday a brand new episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure would be released. And so then people would get together online and they would talk about the newest episode and they would celebrate JoJo Friday together. And now they don't have JoJo Friday anymore because of Netflix being all like, yeah, let's just release like 12 episodes and then wait an entire year before we can release another one. It's downright stupid. It is also just downright dumb. It's also the reason why people are so afraid of Netflix acquiring anime IPs now, because they're afraid of the fact they're going to do the same thing they did to JoJo. And to them, I say, I don't blame them. On the other hand, it also kind of tarnishes that reputation. It makes it so that people don't really have faith in Netflix anymore. It's kind of sad to me because I am one for supporting streaming services offering the ability to watch certain animes on there. And Netflix kind of ruined this. And now it makes people even more scared of the fact that if JoJo is going to be something exclusively streamed on Netflix, how are they going to handle Part 7? Part 7 is considered to be one if not the best part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and has been hyped up for years. A lot of people are only hyped for JoJo Part 6 because right afterwards is Part 7. I won't get into spoiler details about that, but just know it is as good as people say it is. But now people are afraid of the fact that now Part 7 is also going to be released in batches of 12 episodes each and not being released for an entire year each. And it's also really weird to think about that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has now become one of the most hiatus anime/manga out there now. And the manga ended a few years ago, at least for Part 8, which is well deserved, that he should take a break after that one. But it's kind of weird to think about that an ongoing anime for JoJo is taking this long to release. This is why I say if Netflix has to go through this with another anime or Part 7 even, I think that they should just completely scrap releasing it in batches and they should just release it one at a time each week. That way, everybody can be hyped up again. We can have JoJo Fridays back or whatever day of the week it is at that point, and then everybody can just be happy. No more complaining, no more waiting. Best of all, we can enjoy the series and be hyped for it. And the worst part about all of this is that they killed the hype for JoJo. There has almost been no hype for JoJo whatsoever. After the first few weeks of the batches of episodes being released, nobody really talked about it afterwards. There was nothing new to talk about. There was barely any news talking about what would happen next, and anything else that could be talked about with Part 6 would just fall into spoiler territory. So that's why I say to you, Netflix, do better. You need to set an example of how you should be handling your anime IPs and how streaming services can really benefit animes like that. I just hope that Netflix does not do this anymore in the future, especially with some certain anime out there, imagine if you had to watch K-On! In batches.